Hey YouTube, look who's with us finally.
Hello.
And it's a rainy day.
What have you been up to?
I've been riding on a daydream. So why would we care about it raining? Because
Going camping.
we snuck out. She has to work tomorrow, but like I had mentioned, she had quite a few days off. We went out to breakfast this morning, which now we're both a little bit sleepy from that, but we know we're not going to eat till late because of just running around. I mean, we needed fuel for this morning, and it's cold out. It's probably 60 something out, and that rain, and there's a little bit of wind, and anyways, perfect day for camping. It's supposed to warm up and then get rainy, and we'll see how it all works out. Of course, you guys will see with us. We're going to a state park that we haven't been to in many years. Trying to think, it's been quite a long time. We had an Apache pop up. The kids were little, so there must have been maybe 11 and 12, possibly, maybe.
So about 10 years.
Yeah, it's been a little while. When we first got our Apache, it was our maiden trip. This is before West Branch was really our standby, because before we just did a tent thing and we would go pretty much anywhere. But the reason that we went to Guilford back then was being new to pop-up campers in general. We didn't have a need for a water hookup necessarily. We just wanted electric, and Guilford's just an electric-only campground. It's very small, but there's benefits to that, and one of the benefits is I made reservations for Memorial Day weekend. There's not a lot to do down there. It's just a nice park, unless you like to fish and boat. There's a 400-acre lake there, and a lot of people like to fish. And there's some restaurants around the area. There's a couple of decent restaurants. Actually, 3 that are within, or 2 that are very close, within bike riding distance, I guess. We rode our mopeds. Or 1 that's within driving distance that will actually kind of pass. They have really good fish on Friday. That place kind of like a dive. It's called Pinky's. But they have good fish on Friday, and everybody knows about it. It's kind of a local thing here. But the campground's pretty decent. We'll just have to wait till it stops raining long enough for me to hook up the RV, and we're kind of getting stuff there and kind of getting the house cleaned up so we don't come back to a messy house. We'll be gone for a few days. Heidi will take the truck on Saturday.
Today's Friday.
Yeah, today's Friday. I forgot what day it was. Heidi's going to take the truck on Saturday and just drive to her work. It's a couple miles longer for her to get to work than West Branch. Instead of about 19 miles one way, it's about 22 miles one way. And the drive's pretty comparable. It's pretty easy. She'll actually pass the house here whenever she goes to work. So she could stop on the way home if she needs to. Check in on the house. Of course, our son will be here like always. And as far as us, driving distance, like I said, for us, it's 13 miles from here. So it's closer. It's about 6 miles closer than West Branch is. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad area. Well, it's older. It doesn't make the money that West Branch does, but it's well taken care of. Of course, like I said, you guys will see all that. And it is kind of like a parking lot there. It's just camper, a little bit of grass, camper, trees. It's all shaded, and there are some sites that are better than others, but it's not a bad place. And the funny part is we have rain and kind of cool weather in our forecast, and it was the first time that we could really appreciate our pop-up when we went, and the last time we went to Guilford, because we were stuck in that pop-up camper pretty much the whole weekend because it was just like it is right now.
And the bed ends leaked.
Yeah, and the bed ends leaked. There was a couple of places that I didn't get taken care of, which of course that got taken care of later. But yeah, that was, it's funny that we're going back 10, 11 years later, and the conditions as far as the weather's concerned, it's about the same. But yeah, that made us appreciate the pop-up, and that was part of our process of getting into an RV then, because we could not imagine having sat that entire weekend in a tent in the rain. That would have been really just a bad situation all the way around. Yeah, we did that before out at Lock 30.
Yeah.
That was a rough time. So we're going to head out that way. We'll pick it up whenever the vehicle is all hooked up. We're all packed up. It's 2 o'clock. We're going to be there by 2:30 easily. They're going to let us in early, I'm sure, because the lot was clear. There was nobody reserved there yesterday, and there's nobody reserved there for today either, so we're good. I'm sure they'll let us in early. But we wanted to head out, so let's start rolling. We've got the windows up in the truck because I can't roll them down yet since that window tint job is still new, which kind of sucks. I'll go ahead and check the brakes here, make sure they're okay. Yeah, they're pretty good. Yeah, I'm used to keeping the windows down at least a little while for at least the first part of our trip, so we can, you know, hear if anything's going wrong or whatever.
Something's falling off.
Yeah, come falling off.
In 1/2 mile, turn right on Case Road.
Well, how about we turn right now? So if you guys remember, here's Paradise Lake on the left, wherein we went last 4th of July. And we'll go back there again, I'm sure. They have a lot of sites available, that's for
In
sure.
3/4 mile, turn left on Ohio 172.
I'd have to say that's one of the closest RV parks. Actually, Westville Lake, but I don't think that they're an RV park anymore.
They're just taking seasonal campers.
Oh, yeah. I'm not into seasonal camping. Not yet.
Oh no, they're all laying down.
All the cows but one's laying down, so we know rain's a-coming. All right, so up here on the right, we're coming up to Junction 9. So this is Junction 9 and 172. I'm heading east on 172. Where that orange pickup is sitting, that's Pinky's. And it's kind of, like I said, a dive, but it's a well-known place. And everybody on Friday goes there to get fish. They have some very good battered fish there. So if you guys are ever out in the area, give it a try. I don't know about the barbecue on 172. I heard that it's pretty good, but I don't know for sure. So you make a left off of 172 onto Tea Garden Road, T-E-E Garden Road. And it's only about a, I don't know, mile down the road from that intersection we just showed you there.
In 1 mile, keep left on Tea Garden Road.
What we'll do is we'll wrap around the lake. We'll come close to it because there's a couple of different areas, just like most state parks. There's a place, there's a day use area, and then there's a camping area. So we'll go through the day use area first, or drive past it. And there's a lot of recreation that goes on. Of course, whenever it's nicer out, it's a nice place to come, just to even to have a picnic or something, or go fishing or boating for the day. It's not an overly huge lake, but it's well taken care of, and there are a lot of residents that are around the lake that really make the place safe because there's always somebody there. So the day use area is off to the right here. Kind of see that a little bit. I know the camera's angle is pretty wide. I don't know if you're going to be able to pick that up though. And you just pull in here and there's a pavilion down there. Of course, there's toilets for you. Like I said, it's a nice place just to spend the day. And they always take care of it really nice down here.
Keep left on Tea Garden Road, then keep right.
And then once you cross the lake here, you make a right into the campgrounds. It's a Subaru. It's not a WRX. It wants it to be a WRX, but it's not. It's kind of tight through here. And you can tell the place is packed compared to what it was just yesterday, because we did drive down through here to get a good idea of what we needed to be looking at to get our water and stuff like that. So we're going to go over and fill up with water here. So you guys can see the lake here and how much access you have to it. Of course, there's camping sites right there. That'd be nice to be able to camp. And then there's tent camping only over in this area. And then you can see there's residents over here, and there's some really nice houses on this lake a little bit further out. Of course, all this parking, which there's not much. My truck will not fit on my spot with my RV. Even though it's not very long, it won't fit. There's no way. But yeah, some of this is just tent camping only. It's pretty nice. I like this area. All right, guys, so we got our water, and we got a 5-gallon water jug, which we showed it when we were up at East Harbor. I took off my weight distribution bars and my sway control. It's always a good idea to do that when you first get into the park, because obviously you don't need it for the short distance that you're going to be going with your RV. Truck feels a little softer without that weight distribution. It's kind of tight in here. I ain't gonna be lying. But you can see there's bigger campers back here. That Terry looks familiar.
You just fit right on there.
Yeah, that looks familiar. I don't know why. There's the camper host on the left here. Got his boat and everything down here. This wouldn't be a bad spot, but it's safe for the camper host. I guess ain't much use in wanting to go there. I don't know how many sites are here, 70? And you can see it's very small. So we made it here, and what do you think?
It's pretty nice.
Again, the sites are real tight, but we're all set up. Let me give you a once around, I guess, of the place. There's another part of the lake. We're kind of on a 3-sided, not really a peninsula though. Well, I guess it is a peninsula, but it's really big. We went and picked up some firewood, threw it in our little holder. Heidi's getting ready to get some charcoal started, and here we are, set up at the site. I'll show you what it looks like back here. You guys see how that tree's leaning? See how far it's leaning? Guess what I did? Yeah, Heidi wasn't back here. I backed into RV into the thing, but all the lights still work, and it just dented it up just a little bit. Isn't the worst thing that I could possibly do, that's for sure. And then here's this side. Like I said, it's pretty tight here, but this is a good reason to have a short RV. If I would have had one 2 foot longer, I still might have been able to park it here, but definitely we would have been in a different situation as far as the truck and how far it was on the grass. So yeah, I had pretty much got here right away, and they set us up, and you can see it's really filling up. I mean, it's Memorial Day weekend. What'd you expect? It's coming out. Actually, what it is, there's still some cloud cover, although it's breaking up, but the sun's getting low enough in the sky now that whatever clouds are out there, it's shooting underneath. And this place is packed. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So what are you cooking over there?
Just some hamburgers and some hot sausage and a sweet potato for myself.
Ah. Potato. I'm not a starch person because of this whole diet thing, although this morning when we went out for breakfast I loaded up. So we're going to see how the internet's going to work here, because I put up that omnidirectional antenna and I've got a real strong signal, but I think the towers are overwhelmed probably out here, because I don't think there's a lot of high-speed internet. But there are some T-Mobile towers that I have to choose from if I wanted to take the directional and put the directional up. I will have to see. I might have to do something about putting a big pole on the RV. not this trip, but in the future. I have a really good idea how I want to do it, but now that we got here and we're kind of down in a valley, I'm thinking that I might want to get a little bit taller mast. Well, you're not going to be able to can't be seen. You're just covering your face. But so far, it's different. I guarantee it's going to be noisy tonight. Oh, the sun's going down. Mm-hmm. Or behind a cloud.
Yep.
Actually, the cloud's covering up the sun. It's not like the sun's moving,
Oh.
ducking around. So we're here. That's the most important part.
Yeah, it's pretty crowded.
Yeah, this is not our normal scene. We normally, because we camp usually during the week, we don't see a lot of people. So this is the first weekend that we've camped in, wow, a very long time. Other than the dam site
Yeah.
that we always camp during the week. So, all right, guys, we're gonna let you go, and I think that's probably going to be it for the day. So, as always, we hope to see you out there. Bye.
Bye.